Hello humans and any potential non-humans watching. Gita Rose here. Thank you for tuning in. I just finished doing a really lovely interview as myself and with Bella for Kyla Mason's channel. Thank you so much, Kyla, for having me on board. And I was like, I'm gonna make a video right now because I got kind of called out. Like synchronistically, energetically, I got called out. So I spent 2 years swimming with the wild spinner dolphins on Hawaii, and I was connecting with the dolphins here in the Bay Area a lot last summer, even last winter. And then I started channeling more, started spending more time editing videos, responding to emails, and telling myself that, oh, it's cold, it's windy, it's murky, I don't want to go to the ocean. But that's not true. I have been not doing something that I know is my joy for a variety of reasons. Fear, because it is cold and murky, and also it is real contact with that which we would understand as aliens. And so I'm just, the last few videos I feel have been they've been very relevant. People have been really resonating with them, and I'm so thankful. But they felt like a little, I don't know, a little serious to me. So this is a different form of serious. And I'm even just going to allow myself to be a little bit less pulled together and put together. This whole little vignette here happening is for the channeling. I really like playing with permission slips, costumes. I always have since I was a kid. And things come through from Bella very strategically to give homages to the lineage, and so that I can allow myself to play the character of her a bit more. That's how sometimes it translates for me, is because I come from a theater background, that once I understood a bit more about her specifics and details of her story, it then seemed more like a character for me to play. That's how I translate the channeling, I guess. But like, I've been playing Bella a lot, and a big part of who Gita is, swam with dolphins before I started channeling a lot. And so here's me just like, you know, switching characters right in front of y'all and owning that I have just had an experience where, yeah, like I got kind of called out in a really fun, really beautiful, really loving way. Also my dear friend Caroline Lehan, I think I'm pronouncing that right, also went and started visiting with the dolphins and having contact with the dolphins. My hair had all this stuff in it that's floating around, and you can't see it, I'm sure, on the camera, but. And that still didn't ignite me to be like, oh, I want to go swim. I want to go see the ocean. It's been a long time, way too long for me. So today was a moment where I was like, let's go to the beach. I've got a few hours before I have my next appointed meeting with someone, which is really just a friend, and I could reschedule, but that's not in my integrity. So I've got a couple hours to make it to the beach and to take you on my journey and to be, again, a reflection of like knowing that that's it. The formula is it. Allowing ourselves to be in our joy each and every moment to the best of our ability without any insistence on where it needs to go. And sometimes, like I've talked about, in other videos, we have that running idea that like we don't do. And so my reflection for you all, that I'm still in this process and I got kind of called out and in a really cool way, and I'm excited to go to the beach, and I'll be honest, I am almost hoping that the dolphins aren't there, because it's enough for me right now to have contact with myself, and then with Bella, and then with all of these beautiful, beautiful humans that are aligning and sharing. And yeah, life's a beach, so let's make the most of it.
Wow, it's an amazing day here. Whoa. It's such a beautiful day here, you guys. It's really not very often that I'm at a loss for words, and I feel so much grounded. I wanted to give you guys a shot where you could see the colors that are here today. I feel like I'm in Hawaii. Hawaii means the divine breath, the divine waters that are in each and every one of us. And E is short for spirit. The spirit that is in each and every one of us. That is Hawaii. Hawaii is everywhere and in everything. I had a really different idea for what this video was going to be about this week, but I was so authentically inspired by being called out, like I said, and had another moment of the awakening of contact, what contact really means. The clarity here today is breathtaking, and I'm at a loss for words in a way that I usually am not. And I'm not even sure why I was hesitant to come here for so long, for so many months. The dogs are barking. I think there's something within us that, as much as we know that joy is the answer, as much as we commit to our vibrations and our passions, we have a fear, or at least I know I do, of actually experiencing that much joy and maintaining it. And so I'm just really excited to be here today, and once again, I feel like, well, really even more so than usual, I feel like this video is kind of about nothing. Except for me just being really open with the fact that I haven't been coming to the beach. I have been nervous about deepening my contact with the cetaceans. And there are ways to do it, to connect with the dolphins, regardless of anywhere you are. So I'm gonna go for a swim, and then I'm going to share some ways that we can connect to the dolphins and the cetaceans and our celestial brothers and sisters that are here with us, regardless of where we are.
The Dan Tien is the center of our chi, our mana, our life force. It is the engine that runs our life force energy. Recently, Bella has shared with us that the Yehel have very much their own form of this Dan Tien and have studied different practices and movements from various earth traditions and lineages that can be utilized to help us access our own innate natural powers. Here is some simple movements that Bella has recently shared with me that I am now excited to share with you all that I utilized this day before going for a swim. Finding your ball, your vortex. Each little movement has its own breath. Left hand begins on top, feeling any tingling sensations, expanding the fingers to parallel. The right hand then is holding the ball from the top. Inhale back to fingers parallel. Exhale, left arm back to the top. Bending your knees, widening your stance. The right arm reaches forward. Flip the palms. Right arm comes back, forms the ball, and anchors to the core. Left arm reaches forward. Flip the palms. Left arm comes back up top. Feel your core, anchor your core. Right arm to the side. Flip the palms, flipping polarities. Right arm back to center. Find your core, anchor your core. Left arm over to the side. All sides, all now. Left arm back to the top and anchor the core. Right arm up to the heart. Flip your polarities. Find your energy, anchor. Left arm up, bring it up to the heart. Flip the palms. Find your source, anchor your source.
Woo! It's definitely a little colder than Hawaii. No dolphins, a few dogs, some fun waves, and a reminder of how much I just love being in the ocean. And a reminder too of like my own authenticity. I don't even know why I wasn't doing this for myself. I know how much I love it. I know how fulfilled and connected I feel with my frequency, with Sirius, with the hybrids, with nature, with everything. And I don't know why I wasn't coming here more often. And it's been one of those things like, that's a good idea, that's a good idea, that's a good idea, that I even made a video about encouraging people to listen to those little ideas. So a moment of authenticity for me to be the storyteller and to see the connection, the contact that we are all receiving from each other as we more so step into this new earth and this new paradigm. To really own up to the fact that like I'm still learning from Bella. I'm still fully implementing these ideas, these teachings, these messages, and I am doing it to the best of my ability. I'm so grateful and appreciative for everyone in this community, and every day gets clearer and clearer and brighter and that much closer to the Hawaii that exists in all of us.
I'm back home now, and there are many sounds, new sounds. I've got one of my favorite dolphin meditations playing, and the kids, my neighbor's kids, are playing outside, and I don't know if it picked up, but right as I hit record, the littlest girl let out this wonderful, joyful squeal. So I really hope that that picked up. I will leave a link for this music that is playing in the background. This has allowed me to further activate my connections with the cetaceans. I find this one to be really nice. Listening to the sounds of the dolphins and whales can put us more so in the state of communication with their frequency. Listening to any music, any sounds that feels fun for us while meditating on the eye of a dolphin. Holding the picture of a dolphin's eye in your mind's eye. This was a visualization that the dolphins gave to me in Hawaii that allows us to clue into the inner eye that is all of us. So listening to their sounds, to underwater sounds, and holding this image of the dolphin's eye. The dolphin eye is also really close to a symbol that is sometimes used to depict Sirius, and this image of a smaller circle within a big circle is a symbol that is sometimes used for Sirius, and one that was given to me from the dolphins in Hawaii. So combining this image of this dolphin's eye and this pinpointed 0-point neutrality field while listening to some of these sounds is, I think, a really fun way to be able to build contact with the one eye, the one heart, and also specifically the cetaceans. Also, the hand movements that I will drop in again. A huge love-filled thank you to Kevin Wickart for asking this question of Bella after hearing in the latest episode of Tea Time with Bella that the Yael very much have their own Dan Tien and have devised different movements for us to be able to more so activate our own conscious use of them. He asked Bella if she could bring forth some specific movements. This was given to me before I went into a session with Kevin, and I was hilariously surprised to see how challenging this was for me, to be so confused about which hand needed to move first, not knowing how to even turn my hands over. And then Bella expressed to Kevin that this was very specifically done to get us to activate both sides of our brains so that we can more consciously rest in the neutrality point. The dolphins have conscious control of the hemispheres of their brain, can shut down one half when resting and then activate the other, and then can also consciously be in the center point of their brain. So combining these lessons today feels relevant so that you may have one more permission slip to play with to not only activate your own centers, your own channeling ability, further connection with the hybrid races, but then also there's a connection here to deepening contact, regardless of where you are in the world, with these cetaceans. This has been a really beautiful and empowering week for me as more of us begin to find each other, to step out and to share and to deepen our contacts with each other. Those of us in this community, those of us that resonate as starseeds and hybridized humans, we are all stepping into our own channeling abilities in our own ways, and it is so exciting and so wonderful and so love-filled to deepen contact with more of you. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I choose to know that for those of you that are meant to enjoy it, you will. Thank you to those of you who subscribed this week, and to those of you who continue to support and encourage my journey thus far. I sincerely appreciate it. You can like if you like, and subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell, ding dong, if you would like to get notifications on new videos. Remembering that Hawaii is the divine breath, the divine water, and the spirit and the will that exists in all of us. Hawaii is within each and every one of us. Our minds may be different, our bodies may be different, but it is through our hearts that we know our spirits are one. Aloha!